Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're reviewing Transformers Studio Series 86. Oh, my fault. Today we're reviewing Transformers Studio Series 86, Galvatron. Galvatron here is a leader class figure. I was able to get him at my local Burlington just for 25 bucks. So honestly, I'm really happy with that. Because my only two experiences with this mold, or I guess my only experience with this mold, was from a trade that I made with my brother for his Legacy Galvatron. And I can't remember if I did a video on that one or not. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Who knows? Well, YouTube should know, actually. The video should be posted if I did. But if I didn't, so be it. But that first mold, or that first iteration, was fun. I just didn't feel the color. I didn't really feel it with the colors that they picked. This, I like these colors. I like these colors a lot. I like this like metallic dark purple that they've chosen. It looks really nice. This is a leader class figure. Retails for about 55 bucks, but with modern day pricing is around $60 to $65 now, if you are to go by modern day retail. But if not, then yeah, this is just what he looks like. He is a Cybertronian cannon, but can obviously just be turned into his laser pistol form just by angling the back a bit and adjusting it to however you like, you know. Grabbing it like this, you could move these inward a bit. Because if I do remember correctly, the original Galvatron was a laser pistol, kind of like Shockwave or G1 Megatron, which is quite fitting as G1 Megatron was the Walter P-38. So yeah, you know, pretty cool. Looking at the figures here, though, we have this just really nice color scheme. We have these light grays, pops of red, bits of dark gray. Apologies for the sudden cut. I had to go help my grandmother. Can't remember. Oh, colors. I like the colors a lot. The dark grays, the reds, the light grays, the metallic deep purple. It's lovely. Along with that, we also have a lot of really nice greebling detail, as this figure, or this mold, originated from Kingdom, with an okay color scheme. The scratching detail, the like damage detailing that they did on him made him look a little funky. But besides that, it was overall a really good figure. Then Legacy released without the scratches, and people loved that one a lot. But now this figure's released, and a lot of people prefer this one's colors. The mold overall has been just solid. It's a very solid mold. Everyone likes the mold. But people weren't a huge fan of the colors, or certain aspects of the colors. Because we've had 5 iterations, I believe. We've had Kingdom, we've had those 2 generations repaints, one being the fully clear plastic Galvatron, and the other one being the G1 toy Galvatron. Then we had the Legacy Galvatron, and now we have 86 Galvatron. So this figure's had a bit of an interesting lineage, along with having a slight retool, or not slight, but a pretty big retool and repaint of him into Straxus. That's a character I don't know much about, which is why I didn't buy him. But he looks cool. I like how the head looks. And knowing my luck, he's probably a lot on the aftermarket. So I'm probably never going to buy him. But yeah, Straxus is a retool of 86 Galvatron. But with that all being said, let's go into size comparisons of 86 Galvatron. So we'll place you right there. For Deluxe class, we have 86 Wheeljack. Okay, we're going to take him off the spinning thing, because he's a little too big to be on there sharing it with another figure. So we have 86 Wheeljack compared to 86 Galvatron. We have 86 Roadhauler compared to Galvatron. Just like so. We have... Oh, I need to quit hitting my camera. We have 86 Sludge compared to 86 Galvatron. This camera... Oh my fucking god. Dang! I keep hitting this thing. Angle you around a bit. There you go. 86 Sludge compared to 86 Galvatron. With them both being around the same size. Just kind of hard to tell from this angle. That does not help at all. Galvatron's a figure that's a little too big for his own good. And finally, 86 Optimus Prime, which we'll bring in. Place Galvatron right there. About as long as Optimus Prime's trailer. A little longer, but nice. That's one issue I have with this figure, actually. I hate how this connects. It's too loose. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, we're going to push our figures back from the comparison stuff. And I guess we'll just get into the transformation, since he already wants to transform. So, first thing you want to do is take this barrel off, or then take this piece off. Take these parts off right here and here. And take the matrix chain off. And now we're left with the base figure. First thing you want to do is flip these panels up, then flip these parts up, like so. Untab these panels right here. Pull these out to the side, just like so. Then shift the whole legs down. Oh, there you go. Shift the whole legs down like this. Untab them from each other. Rotate them. And then fold these panels right here to the back. They should tab in just like so. So we take this piece right here, untab it, then flip it to the back. Then flip out the heel spur, just like that. Next up is we come to up here. Take this, just pull it to the back, and take this spike piece and angle it upward. Next up, pop open this back piece, grab the chest, then push right here. This will force the whole thing to just kind of fold upwards. Then take this and collapse it. Then just kind of squeeze it all together. Should hold solidly. Take these side panels and flip them down. These will form our hips, our hip skirts. Then we take these and just push them in. Adjust these little pieces to however you like. For me, I prefer full G1 accuracy, so we have them at the angle. Take the treads, tab them into the back of the forearms, or not the forearms, back of the shoulders. Flip out the hands, untap the forearms, and just repeat the whole thing on the other side. Just like so. And there's Galvatron. Mostly. This is where we incorporate the accessories. We'll just adjust Galvatron to whatever way we need him to be, though. There we go. Now for the accessories. Okay. We take the cannon's barrel and plug it into this gray piece. This will make our fusion cannon, just like so. Then, Galvatron does have some compatibility options with his guns. And obviously the Matrix, the Matrix just goes over his head like this, and sits right there in front of him. I hate this chain piece. It's very clunky, but what you gonna do? There's always upgrade kits. Then we have these. These two guns are supposed to be part of Galvatron's fleet, but also can combine into a larger gun. Just like this. I hate these. I hate these as guns a lot. Which is why I'm happy they have the option to plug into the back. With these little slots right here, we just take these, plug one into the back, like so. Take the other and plug it into the back, like so. And there you go. They attach to the back rather nicely. Though they do change up Galvatron's show-accurate profile. I need to drink some water, dude. 1 second. Alright, I got some water. My throat was getting dry. I stuttered a little too much. I kept talking for too long. Now there's kids outside my door yelling. That's lovely. Just gotta love that in videos. You're gonna be hearing them. Sorry. We're gonna take these out. We're gonna take these off though. Just makes life a little easier. Makes it easier just kind of mess around. Same with this too. These are two separate pieces, by the way. You can take these off like so. This matrix differs from other matrices, with this one having more I think it's called a hexagonal like hole, which is to basically design itself after these types of ports, because this is compatible with ports and pegs. Take this, for example, you could just plug it into the side of his bicep like that, and it held decently. We're going to put those off to the side though. Actually, I'm just going to put these away now. I don't really feel the need for them out. I don't use these accessories enough don't have to worry about them, so we're just going to put those away. Now, looking at Galvatron here, he is a beautiful figure. The figure is honestly really tall. It's well proportioned. It looks good. Poses wonderfully. And the overall feel of this figure is wonderful. You know, I need to quit hitting my goddamn camera stand. I keep hitting that this video. Like, if I grab the figure here, give him a shake. Yeah, the thigh's a little loose here. But, like, besides that one loose leg, and apparently the cannon too, everything else is really solid. None of these come off. Which is honestly really not... Well, it's cool too, but it's really nice. It helps with that kind of premium feel Hasbro expects out of these figures. Because, you know, if I paid full price, I'd expect a premium feel from this figure. I mean, the only reason why I didn't buy it at retail was because I already experienced the Legacy Galvatron, and I wasn't exactly impressed. Ooh. Excuse me. I wasn't exactly impressed with the Legacy figure. It was good. It was a really good figure, but the colors weren't doing it for me. This takes the great aspects of the Legacy figure, but gives it the colors that I wanted. And it's honestly wonderful. What was that? Said something? Oh, 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I was gone for a while. Had to go to the grocery store. And I ended up buying something completely unexpected. Because I may be broke, but these were on a great deal. I bought some dog slippers. Look at those. Very, very stupid thing. But I love them. I'm going to wear these forever now. But back to the actual video. I do not remember what I was talking about in the slightest with Galvatron here. So let's talk about how he looks. Colors are great. The overall design is solid. His stature, his just proportions, the color scheme, the face. My face looks a little pudgy, actually. I do prefer the DNA upgrade kit's head design for the crown here. I much prefer their crown design. Everything else looks great, though. Along with, like, the red abs section here. The Decepticon logo, which you guys can barely see on camera here. There we go, right there. That looks lovely. Even in person, it's a little hard to see, so... No, maybe that's the one criticism I have with that. But the rest of the figure is overall really solid, and he poses wonderfully. And speaking of poses, let's get into those. Figure can look up that far, down that far, side to side, and there is a 360 rotation at the head. Arms can go all the way around. I need to quit hitting the camera. Can go up that far, down that far. If you untab the tread here, you can get a rotation at the biceps. Not a full 360 just because of how this piece is, but you do get good articulation. Double elbow bend. There is... I tapped that in by accident. There's a 360 wrist rotation. Wrist can go out that far and inward that far for transformation. 360... there's not a 360 waist rotation, but there is a waist rotation nevertheless, which is quite good. If you move the arms up, these can go upward to get out of the way for the legs, but they can also rotate. Legs can go up that far, down that far, back that far, forward that far. 360 rotation at the thigh. Knees bend under 90, and did not mean to untab that. And an ankle pivot of about that far. But if you want further, you're gonna have to untab this, and there are points of it where it doesn't look as natural because of it. So just heads up. With that being said, though, let's get into size comparisons now. Then after that, we'll go into final thoughts. For Deluxe class, we have 86 Cup. For Voyager class, we have 86 Thundercracker. Comparing two figures here with Galvatron, you get a real feel for his presence and overall just like sheer height. He's quite tall, he's quite beefy, and he just looks lovely. So yeah, getting those two out of the way. We'll move you forward so we have more room for our other leaders. Next up is 86 Megatron, who by the looks of it is a little taller than Galvatron, actually. That's not right. Galvatron should be the taller one. Then next up is 86 Leader Grimlock. And we can kind of... There we go. It seems like Galvatron is shorter than both Megatron and Grimlock. Grimlock is not surprising, but Megatron is. I feel like Galvatron should be the same height, if not a bit taller than Megatron. As you all know, Galvatron is supposed to be the upgraded version of Megatron. So that is a little weird. But spinning them around, they look lovely. I like how they all scale, mostly. I do like how similar the faces are on Megatron and Galvatron. They look great. So yeah. And finally, the arch nemesis of Galvatron in the UK Marvel Comics, Ultra Magnus. Scale into 2 here. Galvatron is significantly shorter than Magnus. That's just how it looked. Okay, I'm back again. This time not as long. Just had to go help my grandpa bring some pizza in because he went down to Little Caesars. And you know my fat ass had to grab some, so, you know, got a slice of pizza. You know, got the type shit, you know. Especially now since we got Freddy Fazbear, you know. I'm not going to do a review on him. I'm not sure if you guys are interested in that. But back to the review. Galvatron is definitely much shorter than Ultra Magnus here. And I do feel like that's where that height increase would be really handy. Not only compared to Megatron here, because I feel like he should be taller than Megatron. But also, so he scales better with Magnus. Because these two are rivals in the UK Marvel Comics. And how are these two going to be rivals if he is a whole head shorter? Now, if he's just a little bit shorter, okay, that's fine. I don't mind that. But he is a solid head just shorter. Granted, you can make Magnus shorter too, you know. If we take his knees and just, like, shift them down a bit, then you can get a bit of a shorter appearance for him. Actually, how's that look next to Grimlock? I've never done that next to Grimlock. I don't do much for him. You know, shrink him down a bit. Doesn't really do much, actually. Never mind. He still looks tall. He's still a good bit taller. But with that all being said, that's kind of about it for the video. So, final thoughts. Galvatron's nice. A little shorter than I wanted. But that's also because he was supposed to scale with Kingdom and Siege figures, you know? Or not just Siege, but the War for Cybertron trilogy overall, he was supposed to scale with those guys more than 86. So I'm not surprised that they wouldn't make any changes with the 86 line. Because, you know, Hasbro just does stuff to save budget, so I'm not surprised. But I do still highly recommend this figure. The colors are excellent. He is I usually see him for a little over retail, but also quite a bit under. It's kind of all over the place with this figure's particular pricing. As Galvatrons don't usually sell the greatest, this might be the one exception where he sells both decently and terribly. Because I've seen this guy like down to $10, but then like up to 70 and people still bought it. So the price is kind of over the place with this guy. But yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys next video. Thank you for watching and take care.